Hi guys, Martin here, mcfcfantv with a few guests. Man City have just won 3-1 away at Wolves. Martin was bang on with his score prediction. What more do you want?
God, here we go, eh?
Sorry we're late yet again.
Yeah, terrible. Sorry to keep everybody waiting.
1 minute. Right guys, so tonight we have got Alan on from Melbourne. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm very happy. I had a sleepless night, worried sick about our defence, who they were going to play, but it all ended well in the end, so I'll get through the day now.
Good. We've got Kurt back with us. How are you, buddy?
I'm great, thanks. 3 points in the bag, first game away at opening the season. Can't really ask for much more, can you?
No, you can't. And Gloom down in the corner. Mr. Baker, how are you?
All right.
Who won, Chris?
Yeah.
You don't think so, but
I'm not making it easy for you tonight.
I give up. Right, guys. So, Man City win 3-1. Let's say some hellos. We've got Jack Lee in. Hello, Blues. Great win tonight. I must apologise to John Stones.
Yeah, she lost.
All right, calm down.
Down.
He needs to play like that every game. That is the problem, Jack Lee. He doesn't. Good win today. Tough place to go, says Kamal Dwyer. It was. We dropped off second half, though, he says. Most of the good game. Mendy and Stones look shaky. I got to disagree with you, Kamal, totally on that.
Yeah.
And sorry, I thought Mendy and Stones were good tonight. Stones had a good game. He did.
Yeah.
Vent, Aki was great. Absolutely one of the best debuts I've ever seen in a blue shirt. Well, paisley shirt, shall we say. Great result today, says Nat Baker. You got a relative on here. Great result today. Dropped second half, but that was just fitness. Wasn't impressed with Mendy, though. Have I watched a different game tonight?
Well, we'll talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it in a minute. Read the things out.
Oh, cheers, boss. All right. Hello again, Blue Heart. How are you doing? Ali, just in time, I know, wasn't it? Hey, people are not happy with me. I went and had a drink and said good night to my kids, and you should have seen it. I'm so happy for Stones. I thought Mendy and Stones had fairly good games. I must have missed some. I really have. I've missed some. I thought Aki and Stones did good, lads. So did I. I'm with you, Blue Heart. Alan Top Blue says Kex O'Neill. How much have you paid him?
Good lad.
One shot your dick off. City, great win. Bit shake second half, but well deserved.
I love that name.
Twitter may be a bit more fun now. Yeah. It's made surprisingly 2 DMs worked. Streaming Gloom are back by the sounds of things. Oh, don't even encourage him. Ocean Rage, so read some stats. Stones and Aki did good. Read some stats. What, you think we're prepared like that? Adama Traore literally beat Mendy every single time. Yeah, because he was on a yellow card, mate. He couldn't dive in. It's up to Sterling. Well, I'll get into that in a bit. I can feel it. Man City will take the league this season. I like the positivity. I like it. Aki was calm, looked like he'd been there for years. Foden is better than Mahrez on the wing. Oh, don't do that.
True.
You're in for a lively one. Don't push that. Scott Williams, good result. A game at 2 halves. Scott Rodgers' performance was impressive. But in fairness, the lads wouldn't have been able to keep up that intensity for the full 90. I agree. Guys, I think Mendy ate something this morning. Absolutely fantastic performance than usual. Says Preen. And Lachablue, I'm so disappointed that some City fans being negative before the game. Shame on you. Shame on you guys. Barry McGowan, how was Jimenez once left alone in the box? Listen, we kept him quiet for 90% of the game for me. I read some stats, Martin. Did you, man? Right. Let's go to Chris first, because he seems to be in a lively mood. What's your opinion on the game, buddy?
Well, the first half was about as good as it gets. I thought it was a really good team performance. I think the lack of pre-season showed in the second half. I thought as a team we played pretty well. I agree a little bit with people. I didn't think Mendy had an awful game. I think he was let down by Sterling a bit in the second half. But I do still think Mendy's a bit sloppy in possession. Gives the ball away too much for my liking. Apart from that, I thought it was a really good performance. Nice to see Ake. Stones looked like Beckenbauer, like I said he would. Walker had a decent game. Fernandinho and Rodri worked well together. Yeah, good performance. Gabby a bit greedy, but, he got his goal in the end.
Yeah.
Whose phone's going off?
No idea. Alan, what was your overall opinion on this evening's great win?
A game of 2 halves, I thought. I thought first half we were brilliant. I think every one of the players were brilliant. I'm going to say something now that hats off to John Stones. The guy's fighting for his career at City, and today's performance, he's got to give him a chance today with injuries and COVIDs and all this sort of stuff going on. And he's come in and done an absolute brilliant job today. He looked class today, and well done to him. And he probably answered a few questions to Pep there. And he's fighting for his place, isn't he? So good on him. He's done well. Aki had a good performance. First half we did well. Second half, I thought we gave the ball away a lot, but they pushed on us. I thought Traore pushed up on City, and Mendy. He caused Mendy a lot of problems. But to be fair, Traore, will beat anyone for pace from a standing start. But Sterling, where was he? Second half, he's got to come back and track back and help against someone like that. I noticed Pep was having a right go at him for all the set. That's why he got substituted, because all the problem was coming down that side. And when the goal came in, Sterling was stood near the halfway line. What's he doing there from a set piece? Sterling was poor today. I thought overall he didn't look fit. He lost his concentration levels, which is unusual because that's one thing he's usually good at. But overall, I thought we did really, really well. First game in, second half we lost our legs a little bit, which is to be expected, to be fair. But Aki, Stones, Rodri, Fernandinho, brilliant. KDB was good, and Jesus ran himself stupid for 90 minutes. So we can't really complain, to be honest with you. Overall, you'd take 3-1 start the season. I must admit, I was worried when it went 2-1. I thought, oh God, not again, please, not the same as last year. But thank God we kept the ball after that better when they scored.
Yeah.
We had about 10 minutes. We had a 10-minute spell where they could have scored 3 goals, and they should have scored 3 goals. But then we decided just to keep the ball for about 10-15 minutes, which we did. So we sort of settled down after that. But 3-1, you'd take that all day long.
Yeah, spot on. Kurt, what was your opinions on the game, buddy?
Well, I was in the live chats for most of the game. The first half, I think, was fantastic. You can't really ask for much more of a better performance from them in an opening game when we had no pre-season. Some players getting ridiculously low amounts of days with rest, including since most of them are on internationals. I think it was great retention of the ball in the first half. I think we when we didn't have moves going forward, we brought it back, restarted the move. We never looked to just play a through ball for no reason. I think Fernandinho made about 3 or 4 attempts at line breaking passes in the first half. It was really, really nice to see. That was something I just love seeing Fernandinho back in the midfield. I thought it was really, really good action from Sterling to hold his run. They showed it on the replay like 2 or 3 times. He held the run, and you know how often City players are offside. So I was really, really happy with his part of the action. It was a great goal. First half, there's really nothing to complain. Everyone was over a 7.5. Everyone had a great first half, in my opinion. Yeah. Going on to the second half, echoing Alan's point on our left-hand side, Sterling seemed to not have as much. I don't know what it was. Maybe he was tired. Maybe he was. I don't know. He just didn't seem to be willing to, as energetic as he normally is on the track and back side of the game as going forward on the side of the game. Gabby was offside like 3 times, but that's nothing new with old Gabby. But I think his work rate was really good. I think sometimes he went to the wide positions a bit too much, and we lacked the central area. It looked like sometimes there wasn't enough bodies. May that be playing with two double pivots and not having an extra 8 in there to enter the box. I don't know, but it was a lower tempo in the second half. I can only put that down to the preseason, not having a preseason. And I thought, on a personal note, I thought both fullbacks were absolutely sensational. I thought Mendy was great tonight. I was extremely impressed by his aerial duels. I think he won 4 of the 5 aerial duels he had tonight. He lost possession once, gave away possession once, and he tracked back, got the ball, won it off Podence on the left-hand side. And I think Wolves were brilliant that first 15 minutes of the second half. They played really well, and Nuno obviously did a good job for them because they upped their level. I don't think it's the ours dropped.
I mean, I've got to agree with everything you just said then, Kurt. I said that about Jesus on the watch-along. He was too wide, and we had no one in the middle. There was balls going in, and there was nobody there at all. It was like, well, we're not going to go anywhere with them because there's nobody there to finish them off. You want Jesus in the middle. You know, I've always said I think his natural position is wing, but he was playing as a 9 tonight. That's where he needed to be. What are you smiling about there for you?
You should be in the middle. Should be in the middle. I want to play him out wide.
Yeah, but no, I know. But what I'm saying, Kurt, he was out wide at one point. There's no one in the middle.
I think he was drifting. As someone made a point in the comments, obviously he's one up against 3 centre-backs. So I think he was trying to drift wide to try and find space. But the problem was because we had the double pivot, we don't have the 2 8s. The person breaking into the box would normally be like whoever's going to be playing Gundo, whoever's going to be breaking in that right or left channel, and there was just no one there. So there was big spaces between the players in the final third phases of the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go into some of the comments because from what I'm reading, Mendy's getting a bit of a hiding here.
It wasn't him. It was Sterling being a lazy sod.
Mendy was fantastic tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't him. People got to realise that.
Mendy failed stop any crosses. I thought Stones was good.
I think it was professional because he just knew that if he made a silly, rash challenge, he's on a yellow and he's gone. And he just did the right things at the right time. That's how I viewed it personally.
Yeah. Sometimes he had 2 people on that left-hand side against 1 person.
And Traore.
Yeah, against Traore, he could beat anybody.
KD be excellent with definitely in your left back. I'm struggling with this Mendy thing tonight because I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think Mendy had a bad game. What happened was I thought he got a yellow card that was very harsh yellow card. And then if you're Nuno Santos, what are you going to tell him? It's like if you've got a Adama Traore with bags of pace, what are you going to tell him on a full against a fullback with a yellow card on him?
I'd like to make a point because if they did a heat map of the touch map of Jimenez in his last game, and the vast majority of his touches were wide out right. On Wolves' right flank, they had Traore at wing back, they had Podence in the wide forward position, and they had Jimenez drifting wide as well. Those 3 players up against Mendy, and for Mendy, what he did tonight, I think he did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
all of their attacks were down the right side. All of their attacks were down our left side, down their right side. They put all of the balls on that side.
Yeah, no help either.
No, I mean, I'm just listen. It's all opinions. I mean, Doopy's put Aliber in now. Aliber doesn't want to come, so we can sit and bone and bitch and go, get him in. It doesn't matter. If they don't want to come, they don't want to become. And Jack Lee, I said it here, Mendy had to be careful. He was on a yellow card. Sterling didn't get stuck in. Stop blaming Mendy. Blame the ref for that stupid yellow card. I'm spot on with you, Jack Lee. And Sterling did not, I mean, like you said, Alan, Pep was rollicking Sterling at some point.
All the way through. He was shouting at him all the way through the second half. All the way.
Yeah. I mean, we all have a go at Mahrez for that. We said Mahrez don't track back. Well, Sterling didn't track back tonight. So we're going to Chris with this one because he does say Mahrez don't track back. Well, I want to hear what he says about Sterling not tracking back now.
I think I said initially, Martin, that he didn't have a very good second half. Unless you weren't listening. Too busy on your phone, as per usual.
I go.
But yeah, listen, I agree. I think Sterling had not one of his best games, that's for sure. I'm not overly convinced by Mendy still. Don't think he had a bad match. I still think he's sloppy. I think he doesn't show much sympathy on his passes. I wouldn't mind seeing a left back coming in as cover or to give him a bit more competition for his place. That isn't just from tonight. That's from Mendy all since he's been here.
No.
But he's. I'm not going to get too down on City tonight because we didn't have any pre-season. We've gone to Wolves, which we've struggled with Wolves last season. And to be fair, for 75% of that match, we were the better team. And Wolves had a good spell, and they missed the chances.
I don't think anyone can be negative on City tonight. We've had no pre-season, and we went out and absolutely dominated Wolves for a good portion of that game. And we were deserved winners. We were the better team. And Wolves have had 2 games in ahead of us, plus pre-season. We haven't. We have nothing.
And Wolves is a very, very good side. A very, very, very good side.
As you know, I was worried before the game against Wolves because of their pace and transition. And we had 7 injuries as well. 7 players out. Our bench was full of kids.
I tell you, the only thing that surprised me tonight was that Pep didn't make a substitution until he brought on Torres with 80-odd minutes gone.
Yeah.
That's not like Pep. Pep usually brings on people at 60.
I think if the bench, the only senior forward options we had off the bench was just Mahrez and Varane. Everyone else in the midfield was all just the kids, and then it was just Otamendi and the goalie, right? So I don't think you had many options off the bench tonight. It would just be arguably a downgrade because if you're looking to protect the game, I don't think Mahrez is the guy you bring on to protect the game. Yeah, he can hold the ball well and controls the ball well, but I think he didn't have a huge amount of options.
Yeah, there was many options. Yeah,
no good, no.
I was kind of hoping we'd score a third with 70 gone and we could get a debut on. Yeah, that would have been nice, but
or
we
even
never seemed to do that.
We got EFL in a week,
Yeah.
I want to talk about, I'm going to move on to someone who I thought, like I said, had one of the best debuts I've ever seen, Nathan Ake. I can't remember the lad doing anything wrong, full stop tonight. He won every header. His passing was immense. Alan, where are you at with Nathan Ake tonight?
He was very, very good. He impressed me. He's very calm on the ball, but I knew that anyway at Bournemouth. He's their best player, and he was always very calm. Even when he was at Chelsea, I remember seeing him in the FA Cup final for Chelsea when he was a really young lad, and he was near enough man of the match in that game. I think he's a good asset to the club because he can play in 2 positions. He probably could play on the right side of defence as well if he needed to. I think he's got a brain on him, and he looks very calm. He's a good solid centre half. And he offers a bit more calmness to the team. And obviously they were talking to each other. Stones was sometimes telling him where to go and vice versa. So hopefully it'll work well for not just for him but for John Stones as well if he plays more games.
Yeah. Chris, where are you at with Nathan Ake tonight?
I thought John Stones made him look very good. A fantastic performance. Listen, that's his first game and he played very well. Won everything in the air. looked very composed on the ball. Yeah, you can't ask for much more from Nathan Ake tonight. And I said to you, when we signed him, I think he will be a really terrific signing for us because of his versatility.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, and you all know, I have my doubts about Ake, but tonight he's put a lot of them doubts to bed, really. And I'm going to come to Kurt in a minute, but the one thing I said it in the live stream, I don't know whether it was having two Englishmen together who could properly communicate. They knew each. You know what?
Who are you on about?
Ake's Dutch.
Stones and Ake.
Oh, Dutch, and yeah, he's
Dutch,
mate.
yeah.
You're speaking
in England so much.
They're talking double Dutch, mate. Get him off. Go on, Kurt. Have you say, mate?
Well, Dutch people do have a good grasp of English, so I'll try and hook him out of that one a little bit. But
Taxi for Martin.
Ake's a Dutch international. You know, Dutch players, even in Holland, even the bottom tier teams, all play football. That's the way they do it. You know, you're not going to find Dutch players playing for the national team that can't kick the ball well. He did everything he was asked to do, made no mistakes. Wasn't given a huge amount to do. For him personally, on he never had any one-on-ones, but he did everything he needed to do. Looked after the ball brilliantly, cycled the ball well. Everything we want to do from our centre backs. Nothing really to complain about at all.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Kamal Dwyer, Ake won every ball in the air tonight. Brilliant game. Harry Jones, Ake didn't have too much to do. Wouldn't call it a brilliant. Harry Jones, you're very negative at the minute. You said Mendy for a Tesco voucher. Now, I think you watched a different game, buddy. Everybody else.
He's allowed his opinion.
Ake and Laporte, I'm ignoring you now. Ake and Laporte is going to be a select. That's a really good point now. And I know Andy thinks two left-footed centre backs would do the job. I've still got the issue with the unbalance of that one. Not being
that's not what it says, Martin.
He's talking about them as options for left-sided centre backs.
But
right now, saying choose between them because Laporte had a.
I know that, but for right now, we have to. I'm guessing right now it's going to be Ake and Laporte together right now because we haven't got another centre back in. I know you're going to say Stones, but right now, I think the centre.
Do you know? I think at the moment, right now, I think Ake will play fullback and Laporte will play left side of defence. I'll be honest with you. I think that's what he'll do.
Why?
Well, he's left-footed. Two, he's played left fullback. I just think he brings more calmness to our play. He's quick. He's quick. He's very quick.
I'm not. Why would you get Mendy?
Well, mate, Mendy needs competition for that place, and if Ake can come in and do a job, suddenly that will lift Mendy to start performing. Because at the moment, all he's got is Zinchenko to play against him. Let's face it. Come on.
But we just said he's performed tonight, hasn't he?
Well, he's done all right tonight. He's done all right. But what I'm saying to you is, if Laporte comes back, Laporte will play that left side as first choice. But I think Pep will play Ake at left fullback when that happens. I really do.
I think he'll play about half the games in both positions, covering, rotation. Versatile player. Great player, to be honest.
He's a good player.
And I think the Africa thinks we should be announced as the winners now. I'm loving it. You know, last week it was doom and gloom. Now we've won again.
He's coming back with his blue and white ribbons back on again. Don't worry, it's waiting.
I saw someone call it the Haribo Cup, and ever since then, that's all I can think of it as now. That's the only thing I got stuck in my head is the Haribo Cup. I don't know why someone said it, and I just can't get it out of my head. But we got to take that trophy home. Got a good game against Bournemouth. Should be a good game.
Well, Lankow tonight showed by Stone should be trusted at the back. Okay, I'm going to say it. Agenda. No. John Stones proved me wrong tonight. I owe me hands.
Good. You know, you can't drop him. He's played well. You can't drop him. He deserves next game.
Right. Well, it depends if we sign anyone yet.
No.
If he didn't sign
you
anyone tonight,
you can't drop someone that played well in his last game.
Well, isn't he de facto first choice right-sided centre back anyway? Since it looks like Garcia is going to go to Barcelona. Who else is going to? He's number one until someone comes in, right? I don't see anyone else starting on the right side until someone comes in.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm thinking. When someone comes in,
I think he'll just have to fight for it. I think he'll come back. He'll do well, and I think he'll do well. Stones for us. I think if we can get this deal over the line for whoever we end up with centre back, that'd be fantastic. But I can see Stones getting a lot of games this season.
If he stays injury free, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course.
I'm not going to lie. Listen, I mean, Kamal just put it there. It's one game. So let's not jump now. John Stones is now the world's best centre-back. No, I'm trying to be... Because like Kurt just said, I know he's saying fighting for it. If we buy Koulibaly, for example, Koulibaly's not going to come in and sit on the bench.
Oh, of course not.
He's straight in. That's happening. So John Stones is then sat back on the bench. And my worry is that's going to affect his confidence. Because he's going to think, I'm playing well here. Guy comes in and I'm out the team straight away.
Martin, they've had City rotate the teammate, and every player in the team knows that. And Pepper's rotated his back line all the time, mate. So it's no surprise. And
yeah, the big name right side goes ahead of him.
And if Koulibaly comes in, and I noticed you had to shoehorn him into this show as well, then he will have to rotate as well.
Kunde's coming in.
Heard all the right noise.
Was that like your Regulon deal was happening? Yeah.
Well, 4 o'clock he gets me up in the morning to say, what are you talking about? He's not 90 million.
Well, one shot your dick off. I know you love that.
I love that name.
When they played the ball over the top, let's be realistic. I think he had a couple of dodgy moments, but I thought him and Aki were immense tonight. Yeah, I thought they were really, really good tonight. I thought they were really, really good. Carl Buxton, we still need a right-sided centre-back and a striker. Have we won 3-1 tonight? Have we won 3-1?
This is City fans, isn't it? This is City fans, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. This is what we're like.
Cameron,
at 2-1 when they scored, I put on Facebook at the Melbourne supporters branch we're going to lose. As soon as they scored, I thought, oh God, we're going to lose. That's what we're like.
I've actually got a text off Alan to say we're going to lose this. Don't worry, guys. Oh, it's only because the man put money on Wolves winning. Where did Alan get that Premier League trophy? Been looking for one for ages.
I'll send the website that I got it from. I'll put it on the channel so you can find it.
Right. I'm going to ask something. Rodri and Fernandinho, especially Fernandinho, did he roll back the ears tonight?
What are you laughing at, Chris?
I don't know. I'm ignoring him. I'm ignoring him.
Well, I love Fernandinho. He's my favourite player at City. I loved him when he was. I liked him when he was at Shakhtar. I love the way that he's progressed from a 10 when he was at Shakhtar into a midfielder, into the DM, then goes back to centre back, does a job for us. It wasn't great, but he did what he was asked to do. I love seeing him midfield, and I think Rodri benefits a lot better with a double pivot because that's what he's played most of his career with at Atletico. It helps him because Rodri has a tendency to get dragged into the wide spaces, and when you play as a single pivot, you just free in the centre. So having Fernandinho there, I think I loved it. I love a double pivot. Every game, double pivot for me.
Alan?
Fernandinho's class, mate. Simple as that. He showed his class there. Unfortunately, he's 35 now. He can't play in every game. That is the problem. Okay, he'll play in certain games when you know there's going to be a threat. I think that's what he'll do. But City looks so much better when he plays in midfield. He does, because between him and Rodri, passes the ball quickly, one pass sideways, but he doesn't play the through ball, the knife cutting through ball, that Fernandinho does. And when Fernandinho pushes that and does that, it causes other teams a lot of problems. He's a class player. He just is pure class. So,
do you think it's the captaincy that's helped as well? Do you think he's come out bouncing because he's got the captaincy?
Well, he could have given the captaincy. The captaincy will be shared between Fernandinho and KDB this year, and it will because he won't play in every game because of his age. But yeah, I just think he feels more comfortable in that position, and because there's two of them there, they've got less space to cover, so it's better for City. And the last time we played two in that position, all the way through the season, was a Mancini team, wasn't it? When you played Barry and De Jong, and they looked brilliant. And we never conceded goals because of those two.
Chris, where are you at with Fernandinho tonight?
Well, I'm not like you, mate. I'm not Mr. Knee-jerk reaction. Had a couple of dodgy games at the end of last season, and he's finished. He's done. Too slow for that. I remember all this, Martin. Right? He is a class player.
You know, has he just come on here to be what's it with me tonight? This one.
Yeah. He's a class player. He had a very good game. He got forward well tonight. A bit of a strange shot he had at the end of his run, but he did well. He got forward more than Rodri did, which was a bit of a surprise to me. And yeah, I agree with Alan. I think Ferner will miss a few games because of his age this season, but he's a very reliable guy to come in when we need him. He's a as I said before, and I think you have as well, Martin. In my eyes, he's a legend. So.
Oh yeah. He will go down as a City legend without doubt. One of the best signings we've ever made. Absolutely immense. Absolutely immense. We've got Andrew says Fernandinho was immense. Blue Zagon Fernandinho looked 3 years younger today. I'll agree with that because I did say it last year. I'm getting loads of notifications on my computer. I did say it last year because he looked really sloppy back in CDM last year. But maybe got to remember that he didn't have, like Kurt said, a double pivot next to him to help him out. And tonight, what I liked was he didn't, even though Wolves were cutting out those key balls that he didn't give up. He kept trying and he kept trying and he kept trying to get that ball through. I thought him and Rodri were really good tonight. And someone made it. I don't want to be really negative there on Gundogan. But Gundogan would have struggled in that midfield tonight because he's not quick enough for it. Tonight, Rodri and Fernandinho look quick.
I read somewhere on Twitter, Martin. I read somewhere on Twitter that Pep was considering playing Gundogan via Zoom.
Hey. 65 minutes come and he didn't bring Gundogan on. I'm thinking, he's like, where is he? Get him on Zoom. I'm FaceTime him.
Rodri was immense, yeah. I'm having that. I thought he was great.
I thought both of them were great.
Man of the match, Alan. Who was your man of the match tonight?
Well, I've got a load of 8s in the team at the moment, and no 8.5.
Don't give us that. We're doing that tomorrow. I'm going to do player ratings tomorrow.
I'm going to go for John Stones. I thought he had a great game.
Okay.
I thought he deserves it. He needs an uplift, and he needs, he's had a tough year last year with personal problems and fitness and form. And today came in under a lot of pressure to prove himself. He's fighting for his career at City, which he is. And he did a good job. So I'm going to give it him.
Good choice. Kurt, where are you at with man of the match, brother?
I agreed with Sky Sports. I would have given it to KDB. I think there was lots and lots and lots of great performances throughout the team. But I think KDB, pretty much every game he plays, he's just a star that shines brighter than all the others. Unfortunately, he's just so good. And I saw on BBC Sports that they are apparently giving the assist to Kevin De Bruyne for the Gabby Jesus goal. So it's already 1 down.
Good. Chris, man of the match.
Well, it's same Kevin every time. Ginger Prince, mate. best player in the world. Didn't have his best game tonight, in my opinion, but he was still head and shoulders.
Whoa! Stop. He did have the best game in your opinion tonight, but you just give him man of the match.
Yeah, no, in his best game, he's still head and shoulders above everyone else. I told you, mate, he's the best player in the world. I don't give a stuff for your Messi's. He can sod off. And Ronaldo, he's too old, mate. Right, Kevin De Bruyne is the best player in the world.
Well, Tottenham fans keep to think Bale's the best player in the world now, don't they?
Oh, yeah. And he's got some catching up to do. Kane get 4 assists yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Kamal Dwayer's gone for Rodri. What class?
Yeah, had a good game.
Joseph Thomas, Mendy. Jamie Short, Rodri, man of the match. Ronnie Beaver says Jesus.
He did work hard. Hard. Really hard.
Man of the match was Gabriel for Blue Heart. And then
he's not liking that, is he? He's not liking that, is he?
Martin.
He's been, he's not.
Hates him, doesn't he? Hates him.
Out to Foden. Do you know? The only thing I will say, the way we're talking tonight, it's as though everything's now rosy in the garden and whatever. Within 2 weeks of the first defeat, it is going to be all hell breaks loose again. And he's crap. He should be sold. He's gone. Get rid of him. And we are a bit knee-jerk, aren't we, a little bit?
You are, mate. You really are.
I think it's more the fact that everyone was a bit pessimistic because, we had we had no preseason and everyone was just a bit worried that we were a week behind and everyone was going to be the other teams were going to be more match fit, and the performance we put out tonight's just so great considering the circumstances. We had quite a few players unavailable to us. Still went out and did the job away from home at Wolves, mate, and they beat teams for fun. Our team to break down, know their jobs, great keeper, great backline, great at every phase of the game. And you're going to see that Pondence is going to rinse a lot more people than just Megan Kevin De Bruyne tonight. Good player.
They beat the top 6 teams regularly.
I mean, Alex D10 just said, Martin, that's going to be you in 2 weeks. No, what it is I hold my hands up and say they've played a great game and they proved me wrong. But
He's right, though. He's right, though.
No, he is right, totally right.
And
especially when KT comes in and has a disaster.
Are you going to let me speak or are you just going to overshout me? Which one do you want to do? Choose. I'm not bothered.
We'll have a fact, mate.
My point on this is John Stones had a brilliant game tonight. John Stones is going to take more than one performance from me to suddenly, because I said it on the watch along, he's had brilliant performances before. Then has a brain fart and you don't see him for 4 months. That's my issue. We've got to get over this brain fart part that he's got to do. We've got to stop that and cement his play style. And that's my worry. If you bring in another centre-back, like we're probably going to do, he might go straight in the team, and that's going to kill Stones' confidence back up again.
No, it's not. It's not. All I'll say to you is he's come in under everyone's worried about him, and he's performed really well. One step at a time, one game at a time. Tonight, you can't fault him. You can't.
I didn't say you could fault him.
Yeah, and you can only do it one game at a time. And whoever we bring in, but Pep will rotate. Stones will get more games.
Last thing on this. After tonight, and I said any of you want to bring this in, want to bring anything up, not a problem. After tonight, have you got more optimism for the rest of the season than what maybe some of you have going forward?
Are you asking?
Oh, anyone jumping on that? We'll go with Alan then, because Alan's looking like he's thinking.
Yes, we still need to solve that problem at the back. I'm not 100% on Mendy. I don't think he was at fault today, but I'm still not 100% on Mendy. I still think we've got weak areas in the team: the centre half, right side, and that left full back area. If we got in players to challenge those players, Stones and Mendy, that would strengthen us big time. You know, and it would make us a lot more solid and a lot happier with Fernandinho in midfield. That's for certain. He's a class act, as simple as that. You know, Jesus, if he's playing the number 9 role, he's got to stay in that number 9 position. And the thing with Jesus, he runs in all down the channels. His best position is on that left-hand side, in my opinion. But that's only my opinion. But to start with, we need to sort that defence out, because when you play against the top sides, that 15-minute spell that Wolves had today, if that had been Liverpool, they'd have scored 3.
Okay.
So, you know, Wednesday.
Well, I was a bit pessimistic, mainly more so just for the start of the season, because the start of the season's fixture list is going to be rough for everyone, even more so of us with having less days rests and less preparation time. But getting an opening day 3 points away from Wolves, I can't tell you how happy I am. That's fantastic. There's a lot of big sides are going to go there and not go away with points. So hard opening day. They're already played.
We broke another record tonight.
Yeah,
I think it was most goals on an opening weekend, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah,
man, we won 10 on the bounce opening.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number though.
You know, we just go breaking records everywhere we go, don't we? Really.
But I'm optimistic for the future of this season. I think it's going to be a good season. We're going to be there or thereabouts in pretty much every competition, I feel.
Okay, I like it. Chris, go on. You was getting relegated last week, mate. So come on.
I don't think I did, mate. I'm not that sort of person. I'm not really changed my mind at all, because last season we played 2 good games and have a dodgy one. Play 3 good games, have a dodgy one. So, you know, that's what we got to get out of the system. Individual errors need to be eradicated. It wasn't just John Stones. You know, there was a lot of players last season made individual errors, which led to us losing close games. So I don't feel any different. I'm really impressed with that performance, since we didn't have any pre-season. I'm always confident, mate, that we can challenge. But yeah, we just need to be a little bit more clinical, I think, in the closer games, and to not have so many individual errors. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Good start to the season.
I totally. I'll tell you what, it was a great against a very, very good opponent tonight. Wolves are no slouch. That wasn't, no offence, going away at Fulham or anything like that and getting a 3 points. That was a very good team.
Oh, you just jinxed that now.
Can I speak? Thank you very much. Right, no.
He's got his teacher's head on.
Yes, you now sit down. See me after class.
I'll pack my mic. I'll turn my mic off.
I wish he could turn his camera off. Right, anyway. It's a very good team, that Wolves, who got a great win against on the opening weekend, but they got beat by Stoke as well. But I said Wolves would finish possibly in the top 4. These two are just taking the absolute mickey at the minute. It's like dealing with children. Anyway, Kurt, have you got anything to say before we finish? And I go into the comments.
Nothing else. I just say that I think Wolves in the 15-minute phase, I think they went up. I don't think it was us that went down. And Podence sold Kevin De Bruyne down a river. He's going to do that to a lot of players. I watched him a lot. I think he's going to be a top talent for them. But all looks good for us so far.
Good. Alan, you got anything to say before we finish?
I'm just happy. I'm going to have a great day working now. You know, before last night I was worried sick, but when City win and United lose, it's always a great first day. It's always a great start to the season when we win our first game and the Rags get beat. It's even more fun. At home as well. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, God, yeah. Enjoy, Blues. Enjoy.
Anything you want to say?
Is that me, Martin?
Unless you change your name, buddy.
Vape Lord, I like that. No, it's just a good performance, Martin, and I look forward to next time you invite me back onto one of these streams.
Chris has done this, so we don't invite him back onto a stream. He's trying to fall by. Now, see what I have to deal with on a Sunday now.
But if you were on time, I wouldn't behave like this.
Amateurs. Guys, I'm going to say, go into your comments. Let us know what you think, because like I said, we've got Bournemouth from Thursday night in the Carabao Cup, and then we have Leicester City at the weekend. And you never know, we may get a signing or two in over the week. But
Kunde.
I think Jason Kunde, he's retired now, mate.
Kunde.
Don't need him. We have to get 40 points and see how we're looking.
True.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Here's a trivia question for everybody. Who's the only side to win the league and then the year after get relegated?
Manchester City.
Correct.
Scoring 100 goals.
Scoring 100 goals.
Oh, they could see them. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And Wolves are a very competent side that cut us apart last year, so this is positive. Yeah. Scott Williams, Wolves will be there or thereabouts for top 6. Exactly. It's a great result, but we are City. Tread with caution. We never know what is around the corner. 3-point job done. I'm saying the positive, but let's not jump that we're now going to be, league winners and everything else. There's still a long way to go yet. There's still a long way to go.
It's
That's
coming
all
on.
I'm saying.
It's coming on.
Chonna, KK, no more, Martin. Guys, I've not got the inside track of KK. I just give my opinion. I still think KK will happen.
Hang on, you were texting me in the middle of the morning this morning saying about KK, so don't come to me with that one.
No, I'll say my opinion. I've always said I don't think the club will chase him for months and then just drop it right at the end. Don't think they will. I think it's all been a game to get the best price they can.
Not the comments like, we've never heard of him. How can we can't go for someone we've never heard of?
Well, why have you heard of Kunde before? Oh, let me guess.
Yes, I do watch other games, on television, like La Liga, like the Bundesliga occasionally. Occasionally I'd watch games.
You talk rubbish.
I'm not.
I only watched him in the Europa League, but I thought he was better than his partner, the one that's rated a lot more expensive, right?
Yeah.
Carlos, yeah.
And Kamal said in the comments about Garcia's head injury. I think they just kept him out because of the transfer, mate. I don't think the head injury stopped him being on a bench. I think they just want to get the fee and done for that one.
Yeah. Looks like that's going at 18 million euros. But guys, in the comments, thank you for coming on. It has been a long one. But City are on their way. 3 points on the board with a 3-1 win away at Wolves and a very, very good Wolves side as well. But as much as we want to be positive, it's only a small step on the ladder. 37 more to go. Let's hope we can get the Blue Ribbons back on the Premier League at the end of it. Guys, please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button. We are on the march to 15,000. I will be back with you tomorrow at 5 o'clock with a player ratings video from today. Live stream. It will be at 5 o'clock UK time tomorrow for a player ratings stream. And if there's any news, we'll talk about that as well. It's like dealing with children. Ronnie Beaver, great show tonight, lads. Thank you very much. Not a problem. Eric goes, thanks, Martin. Barry McGowan, good night, guys. City are back. Whoa, says Blue Moon. I nearly jumped into a thing there.
City are back. City are back. Hello. City are back.
That Manny guy, first game, great result. 1 down, 37 to go. Next Leicester to get a good idea, but the Blues.
The typical City, yeah. Oh, look at
6
that.
o'clock tomorrow. No, it will be 5 o'clock tomorrow. Danny, 2 and me. Martin, you losing weight, lad. I'm trying. I am trying. Big up, Alan. You could speak for weeks exactly because his gob's the size of the state of America. Cheers, guys. No problem, pal. Guys, thank you so much. Please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button and make sure your notifications are set to public and not private.
Cundy.
So you are notified
Cundy.
every time you are here on the channel. I've had enough of that. Guys, take care. Have a great evening. And Sister, we've won. But as always, up the Blues. Take care.